Check. All right, guys, welcome back to Lexington Blue Sox baseball. Tonight, the Blue Sox will be taking on the Melrose Americans, and this is your host, Tucker Descheneaux. I'm joined alongside Borja right here.
Hey, guys, how's it going? Just checking in again. It been a little bit since the last time I got here, so good to come out here, catch another ball game, sitting back here with you, get another perspective on it.
Yeah, it should be fun. Tonight, we got Pat McGowan on the mound for the Blue Sox, and leadoff hitter for the Americans just flies out to center field. His name is Bob Lozano. He's the center fielder, and now we have Pat Costigan coming up, the shortstop.
Yeah, Bobby Lozano's a guy who's been in this league for God knows how long. I've been in here for 8-9 years. He's been here just as long. Played at Merrimack. Good center fielder, leadoff hitter. He played a bunch of years for Wakefield, and now Wakefield folded, so these guys, him and their second baseman came over here, so good talent level to come over here and join the Americans.
And Costigan looks at strike one there. So what are you expecting from McGowan tonight?
I mean, Pat, I'm expecting him to kind of do exactly what he did in his last outing. His last outing was up at Austin Prep, and absolutely dominated the who I think it was the
Malden, I think.
No, Reading.
Yes,
yeah,
Reading.
He dominated Reading up there, and really primarily working off of a fastball. He's able to locate either side of the plate and working a slider in there. Didn't really throw that many change-ups, but kept him off balance. And a lot of guys struggle to catch up to Pat's velocity because he's a guy that attacks you right away. So, so it's tough to hit a guy like that. Got some of the parents back here giving a little bit of their umpiring.
So let's see. That one just misses for a ball. Trying to pull up Pat's stats here. Pat McGowan has an ERA of .55 on the season in 5 games and 25.2 innings pitched.
Yep.
This one gets away for a foul.
21 hits, 33 strikeouts. How many walks? 5? 5 walks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Pat's been every one of his starts. He's gone minus the one that came off the 2 week break. He went 3 2/3 after. Other than that, he's been a minimum of 5 innings every start. And, I mean, that's what you're looking for out of a starter in this league. Really go 5, potentially 6, and then you usually have one bullpen guy. Now, the Blue Sox have the luxury of having multitude of bullpen guys that they can go to on any given night. But for most teams, your starter's looking to give you 5, 6, and then a reliever come in for 1.
And that's a punch-out right there.
Pat just went straight to that 2-seam fastball running away from the lefty. I mean, great location, great pitch, kept the ball low, not looking for anything else.
So we got two down here in the top of the first, and we got John Jennings, the left fielder, up at the plate now for the Americans.
I think a graduate of UMass Amherst, if I am correct. The helmet sure looks like it.
And let's see, we'll pull up their stats. The Americans, let's pull up their standings too, but first, Josh Jennings batting .370 on the season. He's got 20 hits in 54 at-bats, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty strong campaign for him so far.
Yeah.
4 long balls mixed in there. So
that's why he's there in their 3 spot tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look for guys on these teams for pretty much 3 through 5, 6 to give you that power attack, doubles heavy.
And we'll have a walk here.
Yeah, that's where you're looking for your RBIs. Pitch looked really close there for Pat. I'm not sure if that missed up a little bit or where that missed. But.
So as we look at the standings here, it looks like the Middlesex Expos will be above us by just 1 point, as they have a 12-5 record. The Blue Sox now 12-6, with the Melrose close behind with an 11-8 record. So yeah, what's your? Is that one called a strike? What's your what's your take on how the playoffs will pan out this season, and because it seems like this might be one of the closest in a while, as Sam was telling me the other night. Like, it could be any team's series.
In most years, at least going back to when I started with the team, it was really dominated by us and the Andre Chiefs, and it kind of went back and forth for who would finish first, second, and then we'd always meet in the championship round of the playoffs, and it was great. But it was always those two teams at the top, and some other teams in the league would give you a run for your money, but in general it was us two. And so now it's good to see that some of the other teams, I mean, the Middlesex Expos, their first year here, but the Americans having a better season. Alabrandi's is a team that has been consistently good.
Strikeout to the end of the inning there.
Alabrandi's has been a team that's been consistently good since they got here. Andre can always give you trouble any given night. They have strong pitching. And then you look at the bottom of the standings, Reading and Malden, who I'm pretty sure we've lost a game to each of them. And it's basically on any given night, you have a chance to beat somebody else if you don't actually come with it that night. So we've seen it, and now the Blue Sox will look to get started here early. I think, is it Josue leading off?
Yep, Sway, Gaunt in the 2 spot, and then Alvarez in the 3 spot.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a pretty consistent lineup that's been there so far, with those 3 guys at the top. And I mean, Josue, older guy, really knows how to give you a competitive at bat to begin the game. Now, maybe a few years ago or back in his prime, I think when he was playing in the Park League, he was probably still a speedy guy, but probably used as a 3, 4, 5 hitter mixed in, depending the team that he was on. But now he knows his job's coming to a team like this and being a veteran presence. Grind out the first at bat, see if you can find a way on. If it means bunting for a hit, bunt for a hit, whatever it might be, but find a way on and kind of let the lineup just work.
Absolutely. And something I noticed today is that we got Alex Voitic back in the lineup.
Yep.
He's coming back from a vacation, I believe.
Yeah, Alex is. I think he was on a family trip. He's making his appearance again. Is he DHing?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So it'll get good to have Alex back in there. I mean, hopefully there's no real rust from missing whatever it was, a week and a half of games. But yeah, no, he's always a great hitter, great competitor, D1 baseball player, knows how to compete, knows how to win.
Absolutely, and now we have Josue Feliciano up at the plate now.
Yep.
As he looks at a ball there.
Yeah. Fastball up. Like I said, Sway's going to try and see some pitches here unless he gets one exactly in his zone. And then he'll swing.
Josue batting .382 on the season with 13 hits on 34 at-bats with 1 home run. As he watches another ball there.
Yeah, this guy is working Sway inside. That's the second pitch right in on the hands.
And that'll be a strike right there.
Swing and strike. Looked like maybe a little bit of a cutter. Something had a little movement on it at the end.
Yep. This will be a ground ball to shortstop, fielded cleanly, and a throw in time for the out. Nice play there by the shortstop. This will bring up Gage Gaunt, who is batting .319 on the season with 15 hits on 47 at-bats. And they'll say that one will hit him, and he'll take first.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, tell Manny. Tell Manny to go for the third, and then let him do 3-4, and then O'Rourke can do 5-6 and finish out the game. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, that's perfect.
I didn't realize. I didn't even know you were here, and then I went down to talk to Manny, and then I come back and I see you sitting. I was like,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to steal
that's
his.
okay. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'd rather us have too many.
That one fouled off.
I just wanted to let you know what.
No, I appreciate that. So it looks like my duties here won't be for too long. We're gonna have myself for the next inning. Then Manny Del Carmen will come down here, do the third and fourth, and then Ryan O'Rourke will finish out the game 5, 6, 7.
Awesome. Yeah, we got a few guest appearances tonight. That one nearly hits him in the head and is taken for a ball. Yeah, this should be fun.
Absolutely. And you'll get to see 3 different veteran guys' perspective on what they're seeing in the game from this chair.
Absolutely.
So it'll be good.
What is the main difference you would say? Throwback to first, nothing doing there. What would you say is main difference, from being in the dugout to kind of being removed and kind of watching from this point of view?
I think here you are. I mean, clearly you want to keep the bias out as much as you can because you want to give a fair shot to both teams. I mean, you call it like it is at the end of the day, but
this one fouled back. Catcher will try to make a play, but it looks like this one will be out of play. It is.
Yep. But yeah, so you try and keep that non-bias approach, but I mean now you're really kind of looking at more intently than, all right, just what did our guy do to get on base? Now we're seeing, all right, how is he pitching to him? And now I can watch each at bat as it progresses,
right,
and kind of see, all right, this is how he pitched you the first time, and I can go talk to him in the mid-inning or whatever it might be and say, hey,
this one will be a pop fly and to shallow outfield. The second baseman will range back and make the grab for the out.
But yeah, so you can kind of help other guys. You really see. I mean, this is the best perspective for being able to see what's called a ball and a strike. I mean, hands down next to the umpire and the catcher.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, I think it's good because it kind of keeps you on your toes, makes you pay attention to everything that's going on in the game, or else you're just sitting back here completely lost. So
right. Karen Voidick says, "I want more bias."
I mean, I can try. I try to be somewhat.
Throw back to first. Did they get him? They did, and that'll end the inning.
That's
tough break for the Blue Sox there.
Yeah, I mean, you love to have aggressive base runners. There, I think that was just a great pickoff move coming back home. I've been coming to first base, and that happens. You're aggressive on the bases. Sometimes you're going to get thrown out. It happens.
Yeah, so Blue Sox only get 3 batters up. DeAndre Johnson will lead off next inning. And Mike Sorrentino will be the leadoff hitter for the Americans here in now top 2.
Yeah. And here's Mr. Alex Voidick behind the plate doing a few warm-up pitches so that...
He got hit by a pitch and then got puck stealing. Yeah.
This is the old battery from Holy Cross. Pat McGowan on the mound, Alex Voidick behind the plate.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, played together for 3 years, I want to say. And then amongst that, there's always this year more than ever, but you see a lot of inter-college guys with how many guys we have from Tufts, how many guys we have from Bentley, Brandeis, Nichols. We have 2 kids. There's just it's a good mix of guys who play with each other here, are teammates, and then some of those D3 schools will play each other in normal normal spring season for college. So it's good for them to kind of, you build the friendship here. You might not have known each other beforehand.
Right.
Again, now you're friends, and you can really just kind of let the relationships you built with the Blue Sox flourish.
So this will bring up Mike Sorrentino. He's DHing tonight.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Mike was at our last game, second to last game Thursday at Morelli,
Yep.
there was a check swing third strike that
was their
Luke
first
Hall went to go tag him as he struck out, and he kind of swiped his hand at Luke Hall. And then Josue was kind of giving his 2 cents from first base, but there was a little bit of a
Right, and then I think the umpire started
talking match, yes,
Yep.
between the two of them. And I mean, in that scenario, Luke is completely in the right. The batter strikes out on a check swing,
Right.
and sometimes, I mean, if the ball is low, depending where, the batter can take off and run, but Luke's just doing his job to go and
punch
going-
out there.
tag out the hitter.
This will bring up Scott Searles, the second baseman.
Scott's another guy that played in Wakefield for years. Spent years in Wakefield, as well as Bobby Lasano, their leadoff hitter.
Ground ball up the middle here for a single.
I think he might be the head coach of Melrose High School.
Oh, okay.
Bruce.
This will bring up Corey Bright, the right fielder.
Melrose High. Scott Searles? Yeah. Was he the head coach of a high school? I'm not sure. I think someone told me he was. Yeah.
That one just misses for a ball.
No, I remember that, but I think because he's a little bit older. So I think either he's an assistant coach or the head coach.
Oh, low liner on a bounce, a dive by Gaunt, not in time, and we'll have runners on first and second now for the Americans.
One out. I mean, that was a great diving chance from Gage. That's just tough play to make.
Yeah.
Looked like the pitch caught a little bit of the zone, a little too much of the zone, and guys in this league are good hitters. They know what to do with a pitch that catches too much of the zone. Single right through the 5-6 hole.
And this will bring up Keegan O'Connor, the catcher.
I mean, what you're looking for here is pretty much either a strikeout, so keep the ball low, or a double play ground ball, something that you can roll out quick.
This one fouled back.
Oh, I like the duct tape that we've got working here.
Yep.
A new contraption up.
Keeping that camera in place as best we can.
You got to do what you got to do, and I appreciate that.
Yep. Too many close calls.
Oh, yeah.
That one called a strike right there.
Fastball right on the outer half, low pitch. That's a pitcher's pitch right there. There's not really much that you can do with something like that, especially if you're not expecting it. He probably thought it was 0-1. He probably thought he was going to get some type of slider, off-speed pitch, changeup, whatever it might be. Pat pumped another fastball, and now 0-2. You really have a lot of room to play with. If you're going to throw something off-speed, make sure that it's either low in the dirt or very far out.
Right.
And that's a point, 0-2, 1-2, that you really don't want to miss with an off-speed pitch, especially hanging breaking balls, changeups that you don't pronate enough or whatever it might be, splitters you don't get on top of.
That one will be high. Karen Voidick saying Pat McGowan also lived with us last summer when he played in Illinois.
Oh, that's that is absolutely right. So I think Pat played here in 2019, and then in 2020 he went and he practiced with us a few times before our season started, and then he went down and played independent ball, lived with Mr. and Mrs. Voidick, and came back here. And I think he was still trying to look at some other independent ball options for this year, and nothing panned out. He started working, and now he's back here throwing once a week for us, and we couldn't be happier.
Absolutely. He's been doing great. Big swing and a miss right there.
Yeah. Great pitch. I'm not sure. That might have been a slider. Could have been a changeup.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
definitely made him chase on that outside pitch.
Yeah.
O'Connor not happy about that one, walking back to the dugout.
Yeah. But there was a 4-letter word said there.
Yeah.
We will not repeat for you.
This will bring up Josh Bond, the third baseman. I think he's the 9-hitter tonight.
So yeah, in a scenario like this, you got 2 outs, 2 guys on, but it's a 9-hitter up. You really have to attack because with Bobby on deck, you don't really want to mess around with a good hitter.
Last thing you want is leadoff hitter coming up with bases loaded.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
This
you're
early
right.
in the game, especially.
100% right. And that's a kid who has won Player of the Year in this league a few times. Very, very, very good hitter. I think Pat, his stuff on the mound, his presence. I mean, I say this as he goes down 2-0, but he's a competitor. He's not gonna give in easily in an at bat.
Right.
He's not afraid to come inside with fastballs. Not afraid to challenge at any point in the at bat. So, and that's the kind of presence you want. You can't be out there as a pitcher, especially in a scenario like this, but in general, where you're afraid to come inside when you need to.
That one called a strike. Pat trying to even out the count here.
Regardless, you're looking for, I mean, in Pat's head right now, you're looking for weak contact.
Right.
If you get contact, let it be weak. Let it be a ground ball somewhere in the infield. Let the infield work. Get back into hit.
That one miss outside. The count now 3-1.
Yeah. 3-1. I mean, that was a tough pitch because 2-1 slider away. Unless you're trying to throw it for a strike, that he must have been looking for a swing and miss there. And I don't know if I would have waited a little bit to do that, but
Swing and a miss there. Now the count full.
especially with a fastball like Pat's that dominates a lot of hitters in this league, especially lower parts of batting orders throughout the ICL. That's his bread and butter. I would live and die by that pitch.
What would you say Pat throws here? Full count?
I would say fastball.
Right.
Just because, again, if you're going to go down with your best stuff on the mound.
Time called. This one fouled off to the right side.
Yeah. Good fastball away. 9-hitter just put his bat on it. Foul ball. But, I still think that the fastball's the pitch here. Maybe one more if there's a foul ball. Then you go to the slider. But I could see a fastball up in the zone here. There's been six pitches thrown in the at-bat, so.
Ground ball to third base will be stopped, and will he be there? They'll call him out to end the inning.
Good play by Will.
Blue Sox got out of the jam there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great play. That base runner, Searles thought he was safe on that one, it looks like.
It was a bang play.
Yeah.
I could have seen that really called either way, but it did look like after he got up, he beat the runner to the bag.
Yep.
So I'm not going to complain.
Nope.
Who's coming up for the Blue Sox this inning?
Due up, we have Deontay Johnson, Luke Hall, Alex Voidick, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So there's a lot of good competitive at bats in there.
Absolutely.
DJ really just got to get the tone started here. You don't need him to. Yes, home runs are nice, but I'd rather kill a team with singles and doubles and just demoralize them.
Yeah.
That way, because you're always keeping pressure on. I think home runs are the easiest rally killers, even though yes they help, but you're taking guys off base. The pitcher can kind of get his composure. You double 3 times back to back. That pitcher's just sitting there and he's thinking about the whole time. You can't go to the windup. He's just constantly in the stretch.
Right.
You're putting pressure on, however it is. But no, I think
You're just giving him more things to think about.
exactly. And,
Yeah.
and as a pitcher, that can be tough when you have a guy taking that extra lead, kind of jumping around on second base. It's anything to take your mind off of staring in, getting the sign from the catcher, and pitching.
Right. That one be fouled back.
No. That was a change up that just kind of sat there. I don't know if he's got it in him to throw that again. No.
Down misses outside.
Yeah.
This is Deontay Johnson. Johnson is batting .214 on the season. That one is swing and a miss there.
Another changeup. I mean, it doesn't. It looks like the fastball out of the hand. It's just floating in, and I mean, he's not really pitching around him. He's just throwing him off-speed pitches and letting him.
That one misses. Americans thought that one was in there for a strike.
That looked like it was there.
Would have been a nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
as a
corner
pitcher,
strike, yeah.
I'm looking for that pitch.
Absolutely.
9 times out of 10.
But Deontay Johnson wins that one there. This one misses.
I mean, you see how he's pitched. Everything's outside. Change-ups
Right.
away, 2-seamers away, nothing coming inside.
When you see a guy of DJ stature, you
Yes.
just try to just keep it outside.
100%.
Fly ball to left field. Yeah, right. Oh, could be trouble. It is. We got a hazy sky tonight. It's going to be hard to track some balls. That ball, DJ will be in there safe at second base.
Yep. I mean, that's tough. The left fielder shifted into left center.
Looks like we got a runner going to. Yeah, DJ gets in at third. Catching the American sleeping there.
That's smart baseball from DJ.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Heads up play.
I don't know if Matt Karras gave him some type of sign, but third baseman's kind of wandering, has his back to the base. Pitcher's not paying attention, and DJ's halfway down the line by the time the third baseman actually starts moving. So, easy way to capitalize on the base. Now you got a runner on third, no outs.
Down in there for a strike. Not a pitch Hall was looking for.
No, I mean, pitch low and away like that. That's
This one roped to left field. This will score the run. Hall will stop at first.
great piece of hitting by Luke right there.
Absolutely.
First pitch was low and away. Second pitch came low and inside, and he just turned his hands quick, singled right into short left field, and got a run home. Blue Sox are on the board.
Absolutely. Great way to start this inning.
Yeah.
And now we got Alex Voidick.
Yep.
First time up in a while. We got Mrs. Voidick in the chat. Let's see what Alex has to do here. This swinging big, swinging a miss there. He's looking for another big hit just like the last two.
DeHonde's here with a couple.
So DeAnde got a double.
That was okay.
Yeah,
scored a
that
double.
was a double.
I wasn't sure if that would be scored a single or a double. This one hit high into the air. It'll be to the left side. Shortstop
missed
ranging back. Center fielder comes in. Doesn't make the grab. It'll be on the ground. They make the out at second base. Voidick with a single.
So he didn't get all of it. The ball was kind of sitting up there, and the left field's playing deep left. I don't think he had a play. Bobby out there in center field was deep as well. Shortstop was ranging out, and Bobby missed the catch. But Luke, in a position like that, the ball is at. I mean,
You're not sure if you're tagging up or if you're going.
exactly.
Ball so close to the base there. This one, the ground ball to the left side. It'll be fair, and they make the out.
Great play. Great play.
That'll be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, charging third baseman. That's a tough.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
right on the line.
That was a
coming
really
in.
good one. So we got the old 5-3 there.
Yep.
Our third baseman hitting to theirs. And this will bring up Brendan Jones.
So Brennan now with a guy on second base. Yeah. Pitch is staying away. I mean, if he keeps throwing them like that away, Brendan's got to have the mentality that he's going to reach his bat out there and hit the other way. Can't try and pull that pitch. If the pitcher's throwing you outside, you have to go with it.
That ball misses outside.
Which the first two pitches have been. So in Brendan's mentality right now, you look at that 5-6 hole right between third and short.
Right.
And you try and just poke the bat out there, get a hit. Now, if he misses inside, you turn your hands quick and you go.
Pitcher will turn back, nothing doing. Jones batting .237 on the season. He has 9 hits on 38 at bats. This one will be ground ball right to the shortstop, and the play will be in time. They end the inning, but not unscathed as the Blue Sox take a 1-0 lead here in the second, and I guess this is the end of your
I'm
time.
going to go
Yeah.
out there and go grab Manny for you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Paul.
Absolutely.
It's been
It's
fun.
a pleasure to come over here and do this.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Come back sometime.
I'll be there.
We got quite the all-star lineup of commentary tonight with these three stud pitchers. Blue Sox got someone warming up in the pen. So we'll have Manny Del Carmen joining us momentarily for innings 3 and 4. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm Tucker. Nice to meet
Manny,
you.
nice to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Manny Del Carmen.
How you doing, guys?
We got about 7 or 8 people watching right now, it looks like.
Nice, nice.
And so far, Blue Sox out to a early lead here through 2. What's your thoughts on the game so far?
Well, Pat looks really good on the mound. I mean, he's been throwing well pretty much all year. Obviously, we're coming down to the stretch here this week, next week, and then try to prep for the playoffs. So, we got to play good baseball going into it, which we are, and we're definitely excited.
Definitely. What has been how do I want to say this? What would you say would be like your take on the team so far this season? And what's your this one will be a line drive to the left side. He'll get in there for a single. Like, what's your take on this team so far this year? What is this team? What is this? Yeah, what does this team have to say to you?
We definitely it's a young team, new team. I've been here for 3 years, and we're definitely a lot younger. A lot of good, I would say, prospects that have come in this year. I met an infield with Gage. It's pretty fiery. A couple of veterans, which kind of balances the team. But as a team whole, I think we're the force to be reckoned with. I mean, every team is out here trying to gun for us,
right?
As you know, because we pretty much have won so many championships the last couple of years. So,
yeah.
But we can't take any team lightly. We just got to come out, play baseball, make the routine plays, and hit the ball.
This one will be a blooper to the left side, and it'll drop in for a single. And he'll be safe at second. We have runners on first and second now for the Americans. So how long have you been with the Blue Sox?
My first year after I retired, I think it was 2018. I know Rick DeAngelis, years prior to that. And my buddy, the first baseman, Josué Feliciano, got me to play. And, so I was part of 2 championships. Obviously COVID was hard on everybody, and I came out a couple games. I think it was like a 12, 13 game schedule or something, and so 3 years, and loving every bit of it. Come in and throw a couple innings.
Absolutely.
First couple of years I got to hit, but I don't want to hit anymore.
That'll be in there for a strike for Pat. So let's just I'm kind of curious, like. So you were with the Red Sox for what time frame are we saying right now? What years?
I got drafted in 2000. My big league debut was in 2005, and then I got traded in 2010.
Okay.
To Colorado. So I was part of. I got lucky. I played on some good teams. First year we made it to the playoffs. 06 we made it to the playoffs. 07 obviously I was part of the bullpen, which we won the World Series, which is pretty cool. 1 game away from the World Series again in 08. Playoffs 09, and then I got traded in 10, and they got a couple hiccups before they won in 13. But like I said, man, it's like they say, it's the love of the game. You can't lose a little kid inside you that wants to keep playing. And but this is definitely competitive baseball. These kids come from college, and so I'm like the veteran guy coming in trying to shut the door, which is pretty funny.
Right. Which we love to see. I love when you get on the mound. I just know it's going to be lights out.
For the most part, I think the same way.
Yeah.
But still got to locate. These kids are young and they're hungry, and got their future, bright ahead of them. So I just got to try to hold my own and try to come in and give the Blue Sox a save.
Absolutely. At your age, what's your training regimen looking like to prepare for these games in the season?
Just pretty much just, I try to get to the gym at least twice a week, do my shoulder stuff, because at this age it's just, try not to pull something,
Right.
and as long as you stay active a little bit and, Rick does a good job with the guys, during the week coming out if they want to hit on the field and practice and stuff. But for me, I got kids, my son plays, my daughter plays, so I got to pick days that I get to throw. And like I said, Josue lives in East Bridgewater as well, so we'll play catch a little bit and, just try to stay moving, because once you stop moving, that's when you start getting hurt.
Right. So I think it's pretty cool that after being on the Red Sox and getting traded to Colorado, you come back to the Boston area to keep playing baseball. What was in your mind when you tried to make that decision? And yeah,
I mean, obviously it wasn't easy, because I see some of the talent that's still in the big leagues, and I'm like, man, I can do that. But like I said, it's definitely competitive baseball, and my buddy Josue was like, instead of just sitting at home doing nothing, just stay active, come play, come throw, see how you feel. And I retired in 17, so I was still kind of in baseball shape, which was
Right.
pretty good. So it was an easy transition coming in.
that'll be a strike right there for Pat, and it'll be strike 3. This will bring up Kyle Cortez, the first baseman. That's Pat McGowan's 5th strikeout on the night, as he has runners on first and second. Cortez, where is he? All right, we'll pull those up in a second here.
It's a big out right here.
Absolutely. So, what's your opinion on the? All right, so to rephrase it, I guess looking at the standings, it looks like we got a bunch of teams that could be in contention for the championship this year. We have right now the Expos in first with a 12-5 record, Blue Sox 12-6, and the Americans close behind 11-8, and yeah, so it looks like it could be anyone's season this year, and this one fouled out to the right side. But in years past, the Blue Sox have pretty much dominated. I guess I'm hearing the Andre Chiefs have always been pretty good. But what do you think this team has to prove in the playoffs? And what's your opinion on what the other teams are showing so far?
What I like about this year is every team actually got better pitching wise.
Mm-hmm.
Good mixture of young and older players for the most part. But like I said, pitching, starts with pitching, and I think every team went out and got a few pitches. Like Alabrandis actually got a couple good pitches as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, everybody's gunning for us. So for us, it's just pretty much, attacking the baseball, pitching well, and just making the routine plays. Because like any team, if you can't make the routine plays when it counts, that's when you get in trouble. And for us, we're, like I said, a young team, but these guys are coming, fresh off of college. They know how to play the game, and they got to be able to make adjustments right away. I know the other night, Friday night, I think we struck out 17 times. That really can happen. I know the guy was throwing the ball well and stuff like that, but we definitely need to make adjustments. And like I said, pitching is everything. So you're going to see these 2-1, 3-1 games where, a single play can change the outcome. And for the most part, we've been pretty solid in that aspect this year, and, we just got to continue to do that.
Absolutely. Another question I have for you is, on the Blue Sox, you got guys that come from all different types of backgrounds that want to ball high. You got guys from guys that played internationally before. You got guys that have played some college ball. Some guys former pros like yourself and O'Rourke, and some guys still in college perhaps. How does all those backgrounds kind of mesh, and how does Rick how does Coach Rick strike out there? How does Rick kind of manage that and keep everyone on the same page?
Yeah, a lot of teams laugh at us because we could probably fill out maybe 3 different lineups with the amount of players that we have. But Rick, he does a great job bringing kids in from all over the country. He knows how to pick talent,
Mm-hmm.
and especially talent that I think would kind of click together here on the Blue Sox. I don't think he just takes anybody. Like I said, it's about team camaraderie and being able to to laugh about something, being able to pick the next guy up if they don't get the job done. And like I think he's, like I said, we're a younger team with past years, but I think he's done a great job with the players that we have. We have pop, we have speed, and like I said, the ability to be able to make the routine play. I think we're really good at it. I mean, I would want to see our guys, when we are scuffling a little bit, to maybe drop a bunt here and there to move guys over. And, because I think even in the big leagues, you lose that, launch angle and not trying to bunt guys over. You see a shift, then why not try to hit the ball the other way? But for the most part, Rick has done a really good job bringing in guys and giving the trust. It's all about trust, and he definitely trusts the lineup he puts up every night, and we expect to win every night.
Absolutely. And you said you were drafted in 2000 and major league debut in 2005?
2005, yep.
So what were those 5 years like in the minor league, trying to make your way up to the league? Like, what was the mentality and kind of lifestyle, I guess, during that time?
Well, for me, it was, I was the first kid in 40 years to get drafted out of the city of Boston and actually make it with the Red Sox, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So then I got hurt in 2003. I ended up having Tommy John surgery. And, that was probably my biggest bump in my career was, staying in Florida, rehabbing, trusting the coaching staff, the training staff, and getting me back. And I was a starter at the time. And when I got back in 2004, went to the Fall League as a reliever. And I went from throwing 93, 95 as a starter to about...
This one hit to the shortstop. Gage will make the play at second, and that'll end the inning. And leading off for the Blue Sox next inning, we'll have the 9-hitter Dom Zaire, and then top of the lineup, Sway, Gon, Alvarez. So,
yeah. So like I was saying, it was, so that was the toughest part of my career. But like I said, I came back stronger in 2005. I was rookie of the year in my rookie ball in Florida. I was one of the top prospects, and 01, 02 going up until I got hurt and had Tommy John, and then. When I came back from the Fall League, I came back throwing harder, 96 to 100 as a reliever. So in 2005, they made me a reliever, started in Double-A. I mean, we had a great team in Double-A. Papelbon was still a starter. We had Lester, Brandon Moss, Jacoby came up. We had Pedroia, Hanley Ramirez. We had a pretty good team in Double-A for the Red Sox. And
it's literally the championship team of
pretty much
the next few years. Yeah,
I want to say more than 3/4 of that team actually ended up making it to the big leagues with the Red Sox or with different teams. But those first 5 years, it's just kind of learning who you are. Because there was coaches that would try to test you. Front office would try to test you, and that's the difference. They definitely prepared you in the minors, from Portland, Maine, and Double-A to Pawtucket. I always feel like Pawtucket was more for guys that were missing something in the big leagues that weren't keeping them there. And I got a chance to play in Pawtucket for a little bit before I went up in 05. And then my first full season was 08. But I think I missed the first month in 2007. And like I said, we won that year. And I think I was second innings out of the pen, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty sick. And this will bring up Dom Zaire, the center fielder tonight. That one called a strike. Who would you say you were closest to during your time with the Red Sox, and do you stay in contact with any of those guys?
Yeah, I came up with Pedroia, Papelbon. So the guys that we came up, through the minors together. When we got to the big leagues, we obviously played with most of them. So pitchers normally hang out with pitchers. So me and Pap would hang out a lot. Javi Lopez was another one that ended up getting traded to Pittsburgh, and then made a really nice run with San Fran and won a couple rings over there.
Nice.
And still in contact. I talked to Papelbon, Daniel Bard. My wife still stays in contact with Kelly Pedroia. Mm-hmm. And I see David. The Red Sox organization do a really good job keeping us busy with appearances and stuff. So I'll see a lot of those guys during the summer, and which is pretty cool because I don't think a lot of teams do that. But the Red Sox like keeping their alumni close, and we get to see each other a lot.
Yeah. I noticed that you always get the former players still in on Nesson and doing things like that, or just little jobs within the organization. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I know the older guys like Louis Tion and Jim Rice and those guys.
Ground ball to second base here. Throw will be in time for the out.
they, like I said, they do a good job because, a lot of those guys, I mean, they made decent money back in the day, but the way that money's getting thrown today, keeping them busy,
Right.
Seeing Louis Tion, just puts a smile on my face, and he can talk baseball to you all day.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim Rice, obviously one of the, best hitters that the Red Sox have, so it's pretty cool what they do.
Yeah. Have you been involved with Nesson at all, doing stuff like that?
Not this year. I mean, I was with them for the last couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I retired in 17 and came to play here. So, like, for 3 years. So this year, I like what they did. They did some Zoom stuff with Euclid and Ellis and Mo Vaughn and guys like that. And
Yep.
me being the rookie on Nesson, I kind of, not that I got kicked to the curb, but they said they might get me on there. They might not. So it's, not too happy about it, but, it is what it is. They're doing great, and, I'm watching more baseball now that my son's playing, so we'll sit down and watch the Red Sox games. And as you can see, they're coming back on the Yankees a few nights in a row,
Yeah.
so it's not too bad.
I think Gage was just hit by a pitch. He'll take first.
Again?
Second time in a row. He'll be safe at first there. He was caught stealing last time in the first inning. The Americans... he'll be safe there. Americans know Gage, someone who can steal a base here and there, so trying to keep him honest.
Yeah, he's one of the guys I'm talking about. Has all the tools. He's smart. I mean, obviously got picked off in the first inning, but and people get picked off all the time.
Absolutely, big strike there.
He has a lot of energy. He brings that flair to the team that we definitely need.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I got time to tone it down just a little bit because he gets a little erratic, but he's definitely a 5-tool player, and he's gonna do some good stuff in the future.
And they try to get him again there, but he's still safe at first. We got Julian Alvarez at the plate here. Fly ball hit to center field. Center fielder ranging back. Will make the grab. And end the inning.
Hit that well, too.
Yeah, he did. And we'll head into the fourth inning here. And the the Americans will have Scott Searles, Corey Bright, and Keegan O'Connor due up. So what pitches are you throwing?
Right now, still, I never really, as a starter in the minors, I had a good two-seam, and I lost it when I got to the big leagues. So right now I'm throwing my two-seam a little bit more, which I'm happy with. Four-seam, curveball, and a changeup.
What are some of the biggest adjustments that? So I guess my question is obviously coming up through what was your come up story? Where did you first start playing? I guess at a high school and then college or what was your what was your progression through teams coming up?
Well, ever since I was little, my dad played. He was a shortstop in the Phillies organization in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Never made it to the big leagues. I think he made it up to AAA. He played for 4 or 5 years, and so coming up, if I wasn't pitching in Little League, I would play short because I wanted to be like him.
Yep.
And then same thing in high school. Obviously, my freshman year, I was 5'5" and a half, 108 pounds. I was like how my son looks right now, just skinny. But I always had a good arm. And then after my sophomore year, that summer, I shot up to 6 feet, 185, and then that's when my velocity went up a little bit, and a few scouts started showing up to the games. And then by junior year, I think I had.
Where are you playing at this point?
West Roxbury High School in Boston.
Okay. Yep.
So then by my junior year, I had maybe 5 or 7 scouts, and then by my senior year, I think I had every team there with the radar guns and stuff like that. But that's when I really knew that people would tell me that I had something special. I always had the mentality growing up that I wanted to play baseball, and that's what I wanted to do. And then the Red Sox in 2000, I didn't go to college. I signed out of high school, second round in 2000, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, back then, they had every scout go to the house and talk to my dad, and I didn't care who it was. I'd be like, dude, I want to play with the Red Sox. Thank you for coming out, but I want to be with the Red Sox.
Red Sox fan growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sat in every section in Fenway Park growing up, or it felt like. And,
right.
And I remember the Colorado Rockies at that time, they talked to my dad after I was drafted, and they told my dad, dude, if Manny's heart wasn't set on the Red Sox, we probably would have taken him in the first round. And funny thing is, in 2010, I get traded to the Rockies anyway. So
Still had their eye on you.
Yeah, it's funny how things turned out, you know. And but it was definitely exciting. I mean, for these guys still, like I said, with their bright futures. I mean, they just got to keep working at it. And like that was my dream to make it with the Red Sox. And I mean, just to make it to the big leagues is not easy. But if that's your dream and passion, I mean, anything's possible, you know.
Absolutely. Was he hit by a pitch or was that a walk there?
I think it was a 4-pitch walk.
Okay.
Maybe.
And this will bring up Corey Bright, the right fielder. Corey Bright hitting 196 on the season. That one called a strike. A bunt will be laid down here. McGowan comes in. They call him safe on the throw on the bounce. Tough break there. Americans will have runners on first and second.
It's a pretty good bunt right there.
Yeah.
When we talk about smart baseball, I mean, it's only the 4th inning, but it's a pretty good bunt right there.
Okay. Keegan O'Connor, the catcher, will be due up, but it looks like Coach Karras will be on the mound to have a conference with the infield. The bugs are pretty brutal tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Getting eaten alive.
We got bug spray over there. You need some?
Bruce, do we have any? Oh yeah, we do. Can I have some bug spray when you get the chance?
There you go first.
Thanks.
You're welcome. $5. Dude, they're bad tonight, dude.
Yeah.
They got bit right here on my face.
He's a Lexington fan and give it to him for free. See room for the other team.
All right, ground ball right here. Come on. Yeah, most likely.
All right, so we'll resume play here with runners on first and second. McGowan misses high there. So you said your son plays now? How old is he?
Yeah, he's 13, turning 14 in September. Plays third when he's not pitching. I mean, really athletic. My daughter, she's 11, but made the 12U for the town in East Bridgewater where I live at, and she's definitely really athletic as well. So
She playing softball or baseball?
Softball.
Nice.
So it's definitely keeping me busy in the summer, and
Absolutely.
it's fun. It's fun to be able to be retired now, because when you play, you travel so much, and it's hard to see them. You try to get a day off to come see him play, but right now, I'm definitely excited to see him on the mound. Just moved to the Big Diamond this year, and
That's
he threw
fun.
well and made the high school freshman team, which they only took it's like junior high. They only took 4 7th graders at the time. So
That's awesome.
So he had a good season, and I'm definitely excited for him.
Does he take coaching tips from you at all, or is he?
Definitely. I mean,
Okay,
the
good.
hitting,
As he should.
the hitting, I leave it up to my dad, but he's definitely working with him, and he's definitely going to be pretty good.
What high school is he playing for right now?
I'm in East Bridgewater, so East Bridgewater High School.
Nice. And that'll be a strikeout there for McGowan. That's his 6th on the night.
Big out right there.
Yeah.
Ground ball right here, get us out the inning.
We got 1 down, 2 on. The 9-hitter up. It'd be nice to get out of this inning without having to face the top again.
Let me get that bug spray.
Yep.
Just eating me up right now. Attacking my hands.
the sky was looking really weird today with all the haze and the
Yeah,
smoky.
anything hit up in the air, the outfielders are like, you can't see it. You know, it's a little bit better right now, but it's still a little foggy to the left.
Big swing and a miss there.
Smart right here.
Josh Bond hit into a fielder's choice to end the second inning. Blue Sox, wait, we have 2 outs?
1 out, I believe.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought too. This one will be hit into left field. It'll get through. Runner will stay, put at third. And the Americans will have bases loaded with the top of the order up here in the top of the 4th inning.
It's a little bit too much of the play right there. It's still a good pitch. He was able to get the head out.
So if you're Pat, what's your plan of attack for this batter right here?
I mean, this guy puts the ball in play a lot. I mean, I think I faced him. I think we played him last Monday, I believe.
Over at Morelli.
In Morelli, yeah. And you just gotta either stay away from him down, maybe try to get a ground ball right here. I definitely would want to show him inside, try to jam him a little bit. He has a pretty good sinker, Pat on the mound, so that's that sinker we talked about inside. So now he's way ahead. He just got to be smart. Hopefully elevate the fastball a little bit and blow it by him.
Absolutely.
Oh, getting bailed on that legs.
Yeah, man, me too. Bright lights on the field not really helping our case.
There
it is.
Elevated fastball.
Just how you draw it up.
Yep.
Let's bring up shortstop Pat Costigan. He singled it back in the 3rd and struck out looking in the 1st.
Come on, Patrick.
This is another little scrappy hitter here. Just tries to put the bat on the ball and got to tag it ahead but not give in.
That'll be down in the dirt for a ball. So you got 2 outs, spaces loaded, the 2-hitter up. Same idea here, just
When I was 1-0, you don't want to give in. You want to make a quality pitch here. Like me pitching, I'd probably just stay down and away with my sinker. Hopefully it rolls it, hits a ground ball somewhere. There's nowhere to put him, so we definitely got to, not give. I just got bit. Damn it. So we're not the situation you want to be in, but this is the part where you trust your stuff, trust your defense, make something happen. Atta boy.
strike there. So you mentioned that Sway was the one who got you involved with the Blue Sox. How did you get to know him?
We actually grew up together.
Nice.
Him and his brother were really good athletes growing up. Like our families were friends growing up. Like my dad played softball.
Fly ball out here to shortstop. Gons will make the grab and end the inning.
It's a good pitch right there.
And the Blue Sox get out of that jam with bases loaded and holds the Americans to no runs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. McGowan now with 8 strikeouts. He's got 2 each inning. And due up for the Blue Sox, we'll have batters 4, 5, and 6. DeAndre Johnson, Luke Hall, and Alex Voidic.
Todo el mundo dice el Tamario, el Camario. Anunciador aquí, tú sabes.
Dame un saludo, Laura, ahí. Un saludo, Laura, que está viendo el juego.
Saca una, coño. Like I remember I had a guy named Bob Tewksbury. He was kind of like a mental health coached for the Red Sox, and he used to tell me as a starter that when he pitched in the big leagues, he always gave himself that there was going to be 2 situations in the start where he was going to get into trouble and he had to get out of, So obviously Pat had, I don't know if he's done or not, but that one inning right there, first and second, no outs, the bases loaded with, with 1 out. He ended up getting out of it. So he always said, if I can minimize those 2 situations to maybe 1 run, I knew I was going to go at least 6 plus, 7 plus innings. And that's, he was a mental coach for a reason because it's true.
Right. Yeah.
As a starter, if you can get out of 2 jams and coast through the rest, you definitely.
This one will be a pop fly to the left side. Left fielder will come in and make the grab for the out. Wow, I didn't even know that teams had like a mental health coach like that.
We had guys like those have us like they'll like random numbers and they'll give you like a minute to find the numbers and to see how quick your brain works and it's about adjustment. So you didn't try to memorize the paper, but we had to do that at least once a week.
Wow.
Especially in spring training, so it was definitely a lot of stuff going on.
What is it like in the when you're playing for the Red Sox, you're out there in the bullpen. What's that like, watching the game out there with those guys?
Well, the first 4 innings were, kind of like not goofing off, but we'd mess around, talk about the day, what's going on with flick seeds and stuff like that. But come the 5th inning, like you see everybody little by little start stretching, had their own little routine going. And then for me, you go from being the rookie to maybe pitching once in a while to they give you an opportunity to come in with guys on in a pressure situation. And then I ended up doing that. And, Mike Timlin was the guy that took me under his wing when I was coming up. And he always told me, after the 5th inning, start paying attention a little bit more. And then, I was a setup guy in 07 with Hideki Okajima, if you remember.
Yep.
Me and him were the 7th, 8th inning guys. And then we had, if not the best, one of the best closers the Red Sox which was Jonathan Papelbon. So it was pretty good to be able to give him the ball almost every night and have him see what he did to come in for the saves.
Yeah, I remember watching. I remember going to some games and just hearing like the shipping out to Boston with Papelbon coming out, kicking the dirt.
Yep. No, that song is sick. Every time it came out, it was.
Line drive to left field here. Fordick will get second base on a stand-up double.
It's a good 2-hit out right there, oh boy.
Absolutely. Luke Hall striking out the at-bat before. And this will bring up Will Potdevin, the third baseman. He grounded out to third base back in the 2nd inning, looking to keep the 2-out hit rally going here. What would you say would be the most? You could pick like 1 or 2, I guess, if you can, or however many. Most like memorable like moments, I guess, or games. Well, with the Red Sox.
I mean, obviously winning the World Series is
right
on top of the list, but I always tell people when you got a group of guys, fighting for the same thing, because baseball is such an individual sport, but to have success, you have to play as a team, which is crazy. And don't get me wrong, we had, like I said, John Lester, Beckett, we had Kurt Schilling, Papelbon, we had Euclid, we had Pedroia, Veritek, like all these guys. I got lucky, and I won't say I was lucky. I just happened to play on really good teams that made the postseason every year. But playing with guys, traveling, being away from your families, it's not easy. You know. So, but when you get to the postseason, that's your first goal, and then obviously winning the World Series, it's your ultimate goal of the season. And I was fortunate to be able to be part of teams that we were, we won it one year and so close other years. And I was able to see John Lester throw his first no-hitter.
Wow.
Buckholz throw his no-hitter. See Manny Ramirez take K-Rod deep in the playoffs and put his arms up, and I still see that video, and it still gives me goosebumps. So it's seeing Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz, that 1-2 punch, which I would never want to face as a pitcher.
Right.
And so I got to sit in the clubhouse with these guys, and I always felt like I was a rookie, because I'm like, dude, like 4 years ago I'm at home playing PlayStation with these guys, and I'm in the big leagues. So it's I was fortunate enough to be able to be, call those teammates, and but like I said, just that ultimate goal, getting the World Series. I mean, and all those guys fighting for it was awesome.
Yeah, what was it like being on the same team with Big Papi?
Oh, he's my favorite. I mean, if you were if you were at your locker quiet, he'll come in and put music on, and he's always coming in with a smile. I mean, we all had our bad days,
Right.
but he would definitely keep the teams together, even if it's from the airport, little 30-minute bus ride to the hotel. We're singing on the bus, we're hanging out. He'll take us out to team dinners, just like other veterans did as well. And, but he's definitely a guy that everybody's favorite, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. That was my brother's favorite player growing up. Mine was Pedroia. So it was like playing with the Laser Show.
Oh, I remember one day where Eric Gagne was with Texas, and but he's always been fiery because he's like 5 feet tall,
Right.
and he played like he was 8 feet tall. So one day he comes in, he goes, "Dude, if Gagne throws me that 95 mile per hour heat, I'm taking him deep," and and we're
Oh, strike 3 there on a questionable call, it looks like. But the Americans will get out of that one as Will Pottevin strikes out swinging there. But
yeah. So he comes into the game. Gagne's pitching, first pitch hits it into the seats, and he comes in like, I told you. But Pedro always had that fiery, he came from, I think it was Arizona State, correct? I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
he,
yeah.
it didn't matter how big he was. He showed people that, obviously his talent, his size obviously was Rookie of the Year, MVP. So, if you have the heart for it, you can definitely get far in this game.
Right. Absolutely, yeah. Definitely heart over height with that guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a scrapper. Are you staying for?
I'm gonna go get I think Ryan's coming.
Ryan's coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
So
it's been a pleasure.
Thank you
so
for having
much.
me.
Yeah,
and if
come
you
in
need me again,
anytime.
I'll be back.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to have you
Support
back.
the Blue Sox, everybody. Let's go.
Go Blue Sox. Thank you, Manny. And we'll be heading into the 5th inning. We'll have Ryan O'Rourke coming in. That was a lot of fun. Due up for the Americans will be John Jennings, Kyle Cortez, and Mike Sorrentino. Ground ball fouled off to the left side there for Jennings. This one fell back off the backstop. Jennings batting .370 on the season. He's got 20 hits, including 4 home runs. Ground ball to shortstop. Gage Gone will make that play. Throw just a little high, but they make sway with the nice grab over there. The old 6'3". And we're joined by Ryan O'Rourke as he applies the much-needed bug spray because these things are eating us alive. Now coming up will be Kyle Cortez. He struck out both times so far. Hey Ryan, how's it going?
It's going great. How's things?
Great, yeah. We had Borja and then Manny and now you, so this is kind of like...
Yeah, I'm closing it today.
Yeah.
Usually Manny closes for me, but I'll close him today.
I'd love to see it. So how's it going?
Things are good. Yeah, it's good. We got a 1-0 lead in the 5th, so we probably need a little more. But Pat had a kind of a labored inning last, and I think they were going to take him out, and he goes, I want next inning, and he's done really well. So
Absolutely.
that's a big thing for Pat right now.
Pat having a very good season, as are you. This one a ground ball to second base. Brendan Jones will be there and make the play. It'll be back-to-back roundouts for the Americans as they are trailing. by 1 run here. This will bring up Mike Sorrentino, the DH. So coming off the loss last game to the Expos, what's the main focus coming in? What was the main focus coming into this one?
Yeah, it's just stringing together more consistent innings. I think that was kind of been our focus all year, whether we lose or win.
Now fouled off to the right side.
Yeah, so it's really just been putting things together, stringing it together consecutively. I think we've had a lot of one inning spurts, and we got to kind of get away from that. So put it together a little more at the plate today, but we'll see. Their pitcher's been pretty decent.
Absolutely.
Oh, this Sorrentino?
Yeah.
He got a little handsy last game against us.
Didn't he make a swipe at Luke at the plate or something like
Someone
that?
call it a swipe, others
Yeah.
would call it a punch, but
Okay.
yeah. Well, sometimes with 2 outs and no one on, this might have been a perfect time, but in a 1-run game, you can't do those things.
Right.
Can't police yourselves. We'll just strike him out here, probably with a slider away.
One of the things I love about watching you play is how into the game you get, and everyone feels a little bit different about players like that. But I love to see the intensity, someone who can really energize the bench, and you just want to win for a guy like that on the mound. Is that how you've always been growing up?
Yeah, it's actually been kind of directed to me from staff members of organizations I played at, from players saying, and like you said, some staff had been maybe not friendly with it or didn't understand it, but once I kind of explained, I'm talking to myself, or I'm only talking to my players, and I'm just trying to, it's just I'm so into it, I can, I'm vocal about it, and so staff members, I think, when they understood that, they were okay with it, and then a lot of the players said it keeps them on their feet.
That will be hit back to McGowan, and he'll make the throw, and they'll get the out. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning. Back-to-back groundouts there. Yep.
Oh, yeah, no, it's been, so some teammates would always be like, Ryan, I love playing behind you. I got to pay attention because I never know what you're going to do. I never know what's going to happen. I never know, if the ball's going to come at me, because I know you'd want to make the play and you'd try your hardest. So, I got to make it for you, which, I think it was a cool thing, just to hear that from, players and teammates being like, I want to perform for you, because on the mound it's the same. I want to get people out,
right,
so our guys can go back in. So it's it's something I took to me my whole career. Again, it rubs some people the wrong way. I don't ever mean it to be that way, and I always try to tell teams, I'm just talking to myself, man.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a crazy person for doing that? It's totally fine with me. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, we all do it. So we'll be. Oh yeah, we're still.
Yep, we're going to get in the bottom
yep.
of the 5. I think Brendan Jones is going to lead it off here. He's been swinging it great. Going to Holy Cross next year.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So he's still a young guy then?
Yeah, he deferred. He was going to go there this year. He deferred his enrollment through COVID, with all the regulations going on. So he'll roll into to campus next year with kind of a year of training and focusing on baseball in his belt. So he'll be a great asset for the Crusaders.
Where did you play back in college?
I played at Merrimack. Actually, leadoff hitter
nice.
from Bobby Lozano played at Merrimack.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
believe.
right.
Yeah, it was at Merrimack. Yeah, Jonesy!
Oh, they'll make the grab there at second base.
Line
yeah,
out.
Nice piece.
Yeah, line out off the bat.
Right to him.
So I probably shouldn't cheer on a broadcast, but
no, it's
what
okay.
Are you gonna do?
We love to see it.
What are you gonna do?
This is the Blue Sox broadcast. Feel free.
Yeah.
Earlier, I was asking Borja about what's the difference between watching the game from the dugout and then back here and he's like, well, I try to remove my bias a little bit. Obviously I want to see my guys win. And then we had Karen Voidick in the chat saying, I want more bias.
It's tough to kind of separate the two, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, Dom hits a liner out
what
to
a
left
nuke.
center. I think he's going to get 2 here.
Yeah, looks like it. He'll be in there pretty easily at second. Throw will be in, but not even close to in time. This one will bounce back anyways. And will he go to third? No, he won't. Nice
great
piece.
piece by Dom. Good to see him coming along. Had a lot of clutch at-bats last championship run throughout the playoffs, so look for him to do that again this year.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of really
I'm looking
big
forward to the
clutch
playoffs. I've never experienced an ICL playoffs.
hits. All right. Last year was my first one, and it was kind of a pseudo playoff season, so I think this
Right.
year it'll be stepped up a notch. So it'll be definitely an interesting. It'll be fun.
Was last season your first season with the Blue Sox?
Yep, first of the Blue Sox. I got a call from a friend. Said gave me a number and goes, you got to call this guy Rick DeAngelis and you got to call this guy Matt Karras. They want to talk to you. You know, we had a 20-minute conversation, and next thing you know, I'm pitching and hitting for the Blue Sox. So
Yeah. So two things I want to ask you about here. The first one, I guess I'll start with this. What did you want to hit and pitch, or is that something that they asked you to do? Like, how did is that something that you've always kind of done, or like
yeah,
how does that work?
To save the length of time here,
Yep.
so I will only want to hit, but I understand that I'm not that good of a hitter, so I need to kind of bring something else to the team to prove my value. So I pitch. So I pitch to hit. If you get my drift.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. So
You were a pitcher back in your pro days, though, right?
Yep, pitch. Yeah, I
Yeah.
pitched throughout. You know, I pitched a long time, and it's the most fun in the world. It's
Yeah.
just my arm time. You know, the day after sometimes doesn't feel too great, but if I go 2 for 3 the night before, then I don't worry about my arm hurting the next day because I got to get 2 hits. So that's where I've been with that.
Did you do any hitting back then? A little Shohei Ohtani back in the day, or is that more recent for you?
I went into Merrimack and actually asked to be a two-way guy, and he was like, you know, you're going to be a pitcher. And then my senior year, I think I had a little bit of status on team, and I was like, let me hit, and they let me hit all fall. And
That's
I
awesome.
hit pretty decent, but he was like, you know, with your future and if you went down and, you know, got hurt and you couldn't pitch, you'd really, you know, you'd put us in a rut. So I didn't hit there. You'd only hit in the minor leagues if, like, pitcher's batting practice, some
Right.
fun thing. And I did hit a little bit of BP in the big leagues, and I did get one at bat against the Washington Nationals.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Ground out to short. Yeah. But no swing and misses in my big league career. I think
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
No strikeouts ever. Might be one of the only people walking earth to say that.
Wait, so
No swing and misses ever in the big leagues, but I only have one at bat. That away, Sway.
Sway will take the walk there. What was Oh yeah. So the other thing I wanted to ask you was what's your relationship with Coach Rick and Coach Karras like, and how do you work with those guys? And
No, they're exceptional. I mean, you know, whether it be texting, whether it be, you know, what are you feeling for pitching? Do you want to come in through a bullpen? Like, they've just been so accommodating for me, and you know, they kind of let me from day one just come in here and be myself. And you know, I kind of told them, like, hey, I'm a different bird, and you know, I do things my own way. But if you see anything you need to change, and they've kind of just let me be me. And I know I like to make a leadership role in the team right away.
Right.
So it's been good. And, you know, Rick's always talking about some of the younger guys. He's like, they might not talk to you, but you know, they see what you do and hear what
Right.
you say. So he's like, they try to follow your lead. So it's been great. I've been extremely happy here with Lexington. Oh, Gage just missed that curveball. He might drop down the line, and it's gonna drop.
Yep.
Goes.
Will the run
scampers
come
past
around?
him.
No, they won't send him.
Nope. We got bases loaded, 1 out
Nice.
with the king, Julian.
All right. So
Oh, that's it. That's it. They're pulling the hook on him. What a good game by this kid, though.
Yeah,
What's his name?
his name is Colin Jaina.
Colin Jaina. That was a really good game by Colin. Threw it in and out. He kept us off balance. He did a good job there. Gotta give him props.
Absolutely.
And they're bringing in what looks like a left-handed pitcher. I would say not the best move with Julian coming up. Maybe should have gone right on right, but we'll see how it pays off for him.
Right.
I'd hope he hits a home run over the fence.
So, as we have some time to kill here, out of my curiosity, and I'm sure some people watching this in the playback or live, what was kind of like your come up as a professional going from college, the drafting status and all that, and then transitioning from minors to you played in the major league.
Yep.
You said you got
Yep.
one at bat, which was pretty cool.
One at bat.
Yeah. What was? Could you just kind of like tell me the story, pretty much?
Yep. Yeah, so
as long or as short as you want.
Yeah, I started it. So at Merrimack, I kind of had no aspirations of professional baseball. It was truly go play, have fun, be competitive, meet some friends, get a business degree, and go work. And as I got older, I think I grew a little bit, and really, I don't know, the opportunity was presented that professional baseball might actually happen. And when it did, you get drafted, and you're a you're a small college kid from New England going to the MLB draft. You're not really a top prospect, or never really thought that I'd make it anywhere. And
Right.
I don't know, I kind of just, again, probably it's my attitude, like I am here, I just kind of kept plugging away. And
Right.
I didn't really, I worried about stats and all that stuff, but I was just show up to spring training, try your hardest. They put you on a team, they do. If they don't, they don't. It wasn't like the end of the world for me if it never worked out or if it ever didn't happen. So I've just kind of, you find yourself in single A and high A, and then you're in double A, and then I had like a decent year when you're in double A, and then I just end up in triple A, and it was kind of like, I don't know, you wake up and you're in triple A, and you're really only a step away. And I think the team at the time they didn't have a lot of left-handed relievers who were doing well at the time. And this kid went down, kid wasn't having a good year, and I think I was just default in AAA. I wasn't doing great, but it was just, hey, we need
Next man up.
someone new.
Yeah.
We need someone new, and you
Take advantage of that opportunity.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. I really did. It was
Capitalize on that.
yeah, it came up, got an inning right away, and
This one fouled back.
threw a scoreless inning, and next thing I know, 4 months later, the season's over, and I spent half the year in the big leagues. So it was, and then after that, it's just, all right, now how do I stay there? Every year it's
Right.
how do I get the next level, and then once you're there, it's like, how do I stay here?
Right.
So yeah, it was it was a journey, definitely a journey, but it was fun, very
So-
fun.
You were a part of the Twins organization?
Twins, Orioles, and the Mets. Yep.
Orioles and Mets. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't play in the big leagues with the Orioles. I was hurt for most of the time there with Tommy John.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Twins I was up with, and the Mets I was up with.
What was the Tommy John and comeback through that looking like for you and the recovery process?
2017 I got the surgery, and it was probably
Fly ball to right side here.
that's gonna be foul.
Yeah, foul.
2017 got the surgery, and you're looking at 12, 14 months minimum before you're back at a game ready, like truly game ready. I mean, some people say you can be back at 9 months thrown, and I agree with that. You can be, but in terms of getting out major league hitters, you're not going to be ready at 9 months.
Right.
So it was long process, grueling. Very, just very unfortunate. I thought I was really rolling and had kind of things put together. And going into spring training, kind of was solidifying a spot on that team, and then the injury happened. So it's.
Oh, big swing and a miss there for strike 3 on Julian Alvarez. This will bring up Deontay Johnson. He doubled back in the second and flew out to left field. He'll be trying to drive in some runs here with bases loaded.
It's a gutsy call of the coach to bring the lefty in, but it works out because now he's got the left-on-left matchup that he wanted.
Right.
We'll see what happens here. DeHondy might get a hold of one. Oh, that was the pitch. He's got to be geared up for that one and ready for that fastball there, because from the left on left, it's probably the only one you're going to get.
Right.
I know, personally, I would not be throwing that puppy again.
Are you a righty or a lefty?
Lefty.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Lefty, and then I bat righty, which is very strange.
My brother is the opposite. Lefty hitter, righty thrower.
I actually played against a kid in college. His name was Ryan O'Rourke, and he was a lefty pitcher and a righty hitter. Same as me, and we faced each other. Same name, same everything. The odds, I don't know what they'd be, but like being a lefty pitcher and a righty hitter is a very strange thing. Like the odds are very slim to have the same kid with your name do it and face each other in college.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What college did he go to?
He went to St. Anselm's.
Oh, wow. Guy won't get away from the catcher there.
DJ stepping in, gonna need a nice swing here. kind of just needs to slap it the other way and stay on the baseball. Looks like they're going to rip the fastball dead center. Told you.
1-2 the count here.
One and two or 2-2?
1-2. Thought I saw this.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust the umpires on the calls in this league. And if they're on the broadcast, my apologies. It was me.
A little conference on the mound here.
Is this that's the feed right here?
Yeah, and then this is what they're...
Where does that come from? That goes into this?
Yeah,
oh,
the
wow, that's a good...
cameras in the... Yeah, the camera is connected to here, little HDMI, and then this is the live stream. Oh, one will score! It looks like I need... I ran out of my hotspot. I need... Do you have the phone with you?
I don't.
Okay. Bruce. I ran out of like data for my hotspot. Do you have your phone with you with the hotspot? My monthly limit ends
Why don't you
tonight
just
at midnight.
get...
Another run will come in. We'll take it. What do we have for the score now? Is that 3?
First and third steal move, scored another. So 3-0, top of the 6th.
Fix that real quick. Okay.
That's fair. I like that.
What?
That fan said the curveball was outside that they were complaining about. There's someone's got feel. Are we at the top of the order here?
We're at Scotty Searles, second baseman.
No,
He's,
he just got the error.
Oh, that's right. We're at Corey Bright, then the 7th hitter. We'll have
got a
a
ground ball to short.
Yep.
What?
Gage just goes to first, and that gets the out there. Was thinking about going to 2, decides not to. And this will bring up Corey Bright, the right fielder. He has singled in the 2nd and the 4th. We're on Keegan.
Yeah, error. Right there. Now it's Keegan.
Oh, okay. So we're at Keegan. He struck out both times up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Where's Keegan? You know where he's from? He's a good catcher. Really good defensively behind the plate.
Keegan O'Connor.
Right there, yeah, 236.
Okay, they don't have it like...
We don't got bios. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, he gets that one up. Pop up to first. We got a tag.
Oh, nice play there, but runner will be at 2nd now. And then this will bring up the last hitter, Josh Bond. We got 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Well, it looks like it might be McGowan's final out.
Who do you think we'll go to for the 7th?
They've got a Mondo Acosta warming the bullpen as well as Robbie Cobb, but Borja may work himself into a save here. If Borja can do a nice, he might be able to kind of lawyer himself to Rick and Matty to get the save. I wish we were winning by more. Might be able to hand some of bats out. Oh yeah, good a pitch.
Ground ball to Gage there. He'll glove it and make the throw, but it'll be off the line. He'll be safe at first.
God.
We'll have runners at first and third. Yep. And we'll have top of the order now up. Bob Casano. Oh, Lasano, sorry.
Merrimack Rad.
Yep.
And there's a few Merrimack guys this week. Cam Monagle, another Merrimack guy. He's having a good year.
Bobby hacks away at the first pitch, fouls it off to the right.
Looks like Robbie Cobb's the one warming right now.
This one will be fouled off left side.
Left.
Thank you.
And the 0-2 delivering. They got him with a fastball up last time, and they threw it again. Good pitch.
Fouls that one off.
Good pitch. Pat may be expanding the strike zone here. May try to go a little higher with the fastball, or perhaps his patented cutter slider away off the plate.
Pat with 8 strikeouts so far. He hasn't had one since the 4th inning, but it's just been very efficient pitching. 5th inning, pitched 3 groundouts, and trying to end this one here. We got 2 outs. This would be a huge out right here. Oh, nice. That'll be strikeout number 9 for Pat. Most likely his last batter of the day.
Yep, that'll be it for Pat. Great game. Gets his strikeout. 6 solid shutout. Gotta hand it to him. What an outing. What an outing.
Borja will be coming in. No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the 7th, Borja Jones Barasalus.
Nice. That's his full name? Borja Jones Barasalus.
I think it's Jones. Borja Jones Barasalus. Barasaluse. Got it.
Barasalus.
Lefties. What's this lefty's name? Mike Nestor. Back out for the bottom of the 6th.
So yeah, McGowan will finish with 9 strikeouts.
That's good. McGowan's had an exceptional year.
Yeah.
Exceptional. Very effective every outing. Doesn't allow a ton of base runners. Gets his strikeouts when he needs it. Keeps his pitch count low. Nothing more you can ask for.
McGowan and Wojtek, teammates back at Holy Cross.
Yep. Crusader along.
Good to see Alex back in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, with a nice hook double down the left side. Crushed it. Elevated it. Would have been a homer. Just year after year, people try to keep throwing him inside, and he's just going to keep pounding the ball. So maybe they'll learn sometime.
So we'll have Deontay Johnson up now to lead off the bottom of the 6th here.
Oh my
Rips
word.
that one foul. He wants a big hit here.
Oh.
So what's your relationship like with the catchers on the team? And we'll start off with that.
Yeah, I've thrown to Alex a good amount. I've thrown to Luke Hall a good amount. I've thrown to we had another catcher who came last year as well. Cam Plank, I've thrown to thrown to him a decent amount. So, I think I just kind of have a pretty standard plan going in there, and I've had no issues with anything they've put down. And when they're kind of jamming their finger down a few times, telling me this is the pitch, I have the utmost confidence in their ability to call a game, and it's been.
Yeah, I was gonna wonder, are you calling your own game, or do you let the catchers call?
Yeah, like we've all got plans. I've got an idea of what I want to do there, but I let them put the fingers down. I'll shake a little, and sometimes they'll put it back because they have an idea. But my years, however my numbers are going to end up, is a big cause to what the catchers are doing back there. So I can't thank them enough. And again, you talked about it. I'm a loose cannon out there sometimes, and they try to come out and calm me down, and it definitely helps. It keeps me
Okay,
locked.
good. Yeah, I was wondering, is that does having the catcher come out and be like, all right, Ryan, kind of talk you through, is that something that kind of gets on your nerves, or is that something that you like to have kind of slow the game down for you?
Yeah, no, I need it to
Big
slow
punch out
down.
there.
I need it to slow down at times, but they, it takes catchers are special people, and they got to have the right kind of one-liner to say once they get out there. Sometimes, it's, hey, let's bear down here, and that's fine. But sometimes, they'll say something funny or, a joke, or tell me to look at someone, and it's that stuff helps too. You need the different pace with how you're going to approach your pitcher depending on the situation.
Absolutely.
Speaking of catcher, Luke Hall here. Brandeis Judge.
Singled back in the first, back in the second, and struck out in the fourth, looking to get a hit here, which could end up being the Blue Sox last inning hitting.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. That one in there for a strike inside.
A little bit in there. Yeah, Luke had a great year for Brandeis this year. Is this the only? No, we have one more Brandeis player.
That one fouled.
Drew Michaud.
Oh, yeah.
Was he in the lineup today?
No,
I
but
wasn't.
he was in the lineup against this team last time, though, at Morelli.
Yes. Yep.
That one was
Anyway, Luke.
missed. That was the game you pitched on Morelli, right?
Yep.
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 That was a really good game.
Straight up over the head of the pitcher, shortstop fields it, clanks it off his glove, and now we got a runner on first.
Did you give that a base
E6.
hit? E6.
Even I wouldn't take that one. But I wouldn't take it. I'd understand that's an error. Perfect, and that's how I like it. Voidic's up. Let's see if my prediction's true. Fastball inside, he's gonna hammer it.
Got the DH, Alex Voidic. He singled back in the second and doubled in the fourth. Looking to continue the hit streak here. Throw back, nothing doing.
No, yeah, he's.
Oh.
Curveball popped up. Ball was a 1-1. 1-1. Well, now I got to switch it. What's been your favorite part of this setup here?
I think that I love when I have someone else to talk with, honestly, because it
Yeah.
just makes the game go by a lot faster, and having someone else with like the insight is very helpful. But honestly, like just I think it's been a pretty cool opportunity to kind of just get my feet wet in broadcasting and running like a live stream like this is just pretty fun, and getting to watch some pretty entertaining baseball. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah. Especially
especially with guys like you and Pat out on the mounds, and we got a pretty nice batting order too. So seeing all that, I'm just enjoying it every single moment that I'm given.
No, it's good. This setup's been great. Like I said,
Foul back.
when I'm driving to from who knows where I'm at, I'll plop it on sometimes and
nice.
listen.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
It's been a good addition. So keep it up.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Would 1 and 2 still the Voidic?
Yep. Throw back again. Still not going though.
Actually, one of the most impressive things Voidic does, and people should probably start watching, is when he's thrown down to second and he goes from his knees, he throws an absolute seed right to the second baseman.
Oh, they say he went there.
I don't even know. And he asked for time right before that. You know what? You got to feel bad. This guy's having a tough one back there. Sometimes it's not a hitter's night, sometimes it's not an ump's night.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Will Potevan, St. John's Prep graduate. Anyone good?
It's Rick's phone.
Oh yeah, who is it? Bob Erickson. Bob Erickson, if you're listening, Rick will get to your call later. Thanks
Yep.
for calling.
We got a game to win here, Bob.
Brennan. He's gone like first pitch heater to like
Everyone, be ready for it.
yeah. Especially you, 'cause you've got a good little snapper.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Will Potevan now hitting. That one just misses. We got a 1-1 count.
Will's been coming on as of late. Really good spray to all fields type hitter. Handles the bat well. Oh, takes a good cut, fouls it back. 1-2 count.
What's your mindset if you're Will right now?
1 and 2. 2 outs here. I'm really trying to put a sting in the ball. We've got the lead. I really want to try to advance runners here. Took a good
This
cut
one,
at
will
it.
get away.
It's gonna get away.
We'll be in there
He's
at
over
first.
to first. I think if he takes a defensive swing there, maybe things don't turn out the way he did. But due to his aggression and whatever the ball had to do, he ends up at first.
We'll get Brendan coming up. He grounded out to shortstop and lined out to second base, looking to get a hit here tonight. Here in the 6th with
Here in the
2 runners
6th.
on.
And I'm guessing if this lefty throws a first pitch fastball that's near the plate, Brendan's going to take a cut at it. Good pre at bat powwow. I think he's waiting for the first pitch heater.
Oh, that was high. Under the chin of
LAPJ,
Brendan.
expect it again.
Dom's there in the on-deck circle.
This could be important runs here. That's a great swing.
That one fouled back just above the camera. All right, Brendan, let's go. Runners on 1 and 2. Down in their first strike.
Nice curveball. Really, really nice curveball there. That's the tough part, left on left in these late side of the games when relievers have good stuff. They're going to give you your one pitch. You just can't miss it. Brendan fouled it off there, and it's just putting him in a little bit of a hole here. He's going to fight his way out. Oh, he did it. Does he bloop it in there? Shortstop comes over.
Shortstop makes a grab. And we'll be heading to the top of the 7th with the Americans. 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up.
I'm going to go watch the 7th.
Absolutely. Hey, it's been a pleasure.
If it was 7-0, I'd still be here, but we got it's tighter.
Yep.
Hey, anytime.
Hey, yeah, that was
Appreciate
a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It was good
that was
having you.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll see you, Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ryan O'Rourke. Tonight's been a lot of fun with these guys. And it looks like I'll have the 7th inning to myself here, so. Borja will be in with the save situation. The score 3-0. Krylov now behind the plate.
So Fritz is in the 3rd spot for Alvarez. He's in
Yep.
center though, and Zaire slid over to right.
All right, so John Fritz will now be at center field with Zaire moving over to right. Fritz coming in for Alvarez. And Krylov will now be behind the plate for Borja, who will be in the save situation here. 3-0 Blue Sox, bottom 7. With Pat Costigan, John Jennings, and Kyle Cortez due up.
Come on, Patrick.
Blue Sox looking to make it the second. No, it's Blue Sox looking to get back in the win column after losing the last one to the Expos. But they did win the last 4 prior to that one, so Blue Sox still hot Blue Sox still hot, but looking to get back in the win column here. Should be. It's looking likely, but we'll see. You don't want to take anything for granted.
All right, come on, Free. Come on.
This team just behind us in the standings. Blue Sox 12-6, Melrose 11-8. Borja, here we go, the pitch. That one in there for a strike.
Right up the box. Right back.
Come on, Patrick.
Up the middle hard now.
That one will miss low. The count now 1-1. I'll pull up Borja stats for us. Why not? Borja with an ERA of 0 and just 2.1 innings pitched in 3 games. He's got 2 strikeouts and a walk allowed. Looking for his, it would be his first save, I believe. Yes, it would be his first save of the season if he gets it. Ground ball there. He'll be safe.
We'll take it.
Boy, I like the effort.
Borja, yeah, good effort there. So yeah, swinging ground ball there. I was writing something down, so it caught it at the corner of my eye. Was pretty sure it was swinging, but yep, it was. Just making sure it wasn't a bunt. Okay, so now we got a run first. No outs here. Bottom 7. Blue Sox up 3-0. That one in their first strike. This will be John Jennings, the left fielder, up. Maybe an ump that's not 100 would be a better choice. Hey, man. Yeah. A few questionable calls tonight, but, it's just... Nobody's perfect, I guess. Like O'Rourke said. Sometimes it's just not your night. Double play would be pretty nice. That one just misses. That one misses outside, I mean. Let's go Borja. This will be the ground ball to the left side. They get 1. Did they get 2? No, they don't. The throw goes away, and he'll take second base there. So we'll have 1 down on the fielder's choice, and the double play attempt will not be successful. All right, so we'll have Kyle Cortez, the first baseman, up. He is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 strikeouts. That one in their first strike. Runner on second, 1 down.
Come on, 3.
That one will miss for a ball. Count now 1-1. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. I was using a hotspot and ran out of data for that. But luckily my plan resets tonight. This one fouled back. So tonight at midnight I'll get all my data back. And we should have no issues going forward from there. So...
Come on, Mike 3.
All right, so 1-2 the count. He'll foul tip that one. Bug spray definitely helping. I'm not scratching myself as much anymore with the mosquitoes, which have been pretty bad tonight. On this hazy night due to the fires in Canada and California. Big swing and a miss there. Yeah, they'll make the play at first there. It was a little drop strike 3, but nothing to worry about. And this will bring up Mike Sorrentino. We got 2 down here. Blue Sox just looking to put this one away and get the win here at home. Nice bounce back win following a tough loss to the Expos, but always good to get back in the win column as soon as you can. And this one will be a ground ball to Brendan Jones. He'll make the grab and the play at first. Blue Sox win this one 3-0 through 6.5. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been your host and commentator Tucker Descheneaux. It was a lot of fun tonight being joined by Borja, Ryan O'Rourke, Manny Del Carmen, and Ryan O'Rourke. And the Blue Sox win one at home here. And we'll see you guys next time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, turn on the notifications so you don't miss any action here on Beyond Site Sports, any of the Blue Sox action. We're going to try to get a post-game interview if we can with, probably Pat again and, maybe another guy or two. But, it should be a lot of fun. We'll have those uploaded at some point too. And, we'll see you guys on, I believe, Thursday. As we got...
You still on?
Yeah, say what's up.
What's up, guys?
And, signing off here. It's been Tucker Descheneaux. It's been a lot of fun. Blue Sox win 3-0, guys. See ya.